You can see straight away that bit of shape across the right-hander. Smit Patel, it was almost in the side when they went over to the Middle East for what he does against spin.
For him, no edge.
Well, that's too easy. Angelos doesn't matter what's happening on the wicket. If you give him something short and wide, effortless to the boundary rope. First boundary for the American. And there it is, the first wicket for Canada. Just that little bit of inward movement, channeling outside the off stump. And Khalif Sana, he's done the goods. He's done all the hard work economically. And now the fruits of his labor are rewarded.
The angle that is created from the left armer bowling over the wicket, slanting that ball across, immediate rewards before you start trying anything else.
Beautifully driven from Smit Patel. That'll do his confidence a world of good along the carpet for 4. Too much work to be done for fine leg. It was just teasing the fielder for quite a bit of time. Again, Moning Patel so good off his leg. Not going to trouble him there. That'll be 4 runs every day of the week. A welcome boundary as Moning Patel continues to find rhythm. This time through the offside for Moning Patel. Big boundary, but won't matter. Runs all along the ground, and all Canada can do is fetch it back. 4 runs. Well done from Moning Patel. How has he managed to get that to go for 4 through cow corner? That delivery was angled away, and it's just a flick of the wrist from Patel, and he's somehow manufactured a boundary. Incredible from Moning Patel. It's just effortless, and even the big boundary can't keep it away. Moning Patel, he's cruising.
Oh, lovely. Off the back foot. A lot of work for the sweeper to do, and he will not get there. Absolutely brilliant strike that time from Smit Patel.
Spinner and the right arm spinner from either end of the ground.
Too straight. Cannot bowl there. Whether pace or spin, that line will always go away from
Have to be in short order.
Oh, what a stroke. Racing through backward point. That is 4 more runs. Absolutely elegant from the captain.
And that won't help any cause, whether you're trying to restrict runs or take wickets.
4 with 6 fours. Well, that's how you attack him. Bowl it, full, and straight.
Has a history of getting Moning Patel's wicket. He does it more often than not. Look at the prodigious movement from Moning Patel all the way across his stumps. It doesn't turn. He's looking to access the onside. That's got to be the formula at this phase.
Up the thick outside edge, does it have the legs to get to the boundary? It does. Maybe slightly rate of 5.72, so on balance, you're bowling better than the average. And every time I say something good about one of the bowlers, that happens. Short, wide, 4. Keep saying it. If they are not able to take wickets, then that makes things that much more difficult for them later on.
And it's not like there's not runs in this track. This is set to be a high-scoring game. You're not going to expect to hold a team to under 200 runs. That's just not going to happen. 250 seems like a given, really. And then where can you accelerate here at the 30-over mark? Oh! And right there, gets the breakthrough he was after. They needed their primary bowler to provide something big, and straight away gets Saite Jamukamala. Priceless for the Canadians. A bit of extra turn, a bit of extra bounce and grip, and simple. Can this provide just that bit of life?
He's looking for wickets because there's a slip fielder there. Cut away beautifully. A lot of work for the sweeper. He will not get there. That is 4 runs. Similar ball. Is it a similar result? Oh my goodness, yes. Score now up to 271. it is going to put you in a position where you are going to be in a whole lot of trouble. This is cut away behind point. What an absolutely lovely shot from Smith Patel, going all the way for 4.
Effective, especially when the ball isn't moving.
Oh, what a stroke. Whipped away through mid-wicket for 4. Excellent shot by Smith Patel.
I think they would back themselves in that category.
Lovely shots. More runs here. 4 of them.
And it's with shots like... I know.
Using the feet, going down the track. That is a huge hit, Milind Kumar. We've talked about how good he is playing against spin. There's evidence of it there.
And as soon as he sees it in the air, just fractionally flighted, there was no doubt in his mind where he was going to go.
12 overs coming up in the innings. Single taken, direct hit. He is home, and that is 100 for Smith Patel. Excellent innings for the American opener, and that is something that will live on in infamy, because for him, this is going to be redemption for having been dropped on 10. Goes on to score a big 100. Americans are looking good.
Maiden one-day international 100 for Smith Patel, and it comes on one day after his 32nd birthday. He'll cherish this one for a long time and letting the runs pile on.
Swept away. A lot of work for the sweeper. The deep, he will not get anywhere near it. It was a risky shot. It's a cross-batted shot to a ball on the leg, on the stumps. But he's really looking good here. Lofted away into the deep. How far is that?
By the Americans that allow them to take these dot balls.
Over the top of extra cover for 4 more. Milind Kumar on the chart. Looking for him to be aggressive in this over.
Oh, what a stroke that is. It's just power from Milind Kumar. He got the width and said thank you very much.
Here.
Picked up and put away. Never a doubt once it left the bat of Smith Patel.
Clean strike. Again, swept off of the stumps. If he misses that, that is probably hitting leg stump.
I would just implore Shivam Sharma to pull his length slightly back. Oh, well, hello and goodbye. Smith Patel just stayed in the crease and latched onto it.
Struggling, then you only have one option, and it's to do.
And they will get the one. Fielders very deep, and yes, great running from the Americans. This is what it's all about. When you can't find the boundaries off the bat, make the fielding side pay for what they do in the field. And that overthrow comes back for 2, and Milind Kumar will pick up a 4th international 50 in just 44 deliveries. He's bludgeoned the ball all around. Well played, Milind Kumar, and welcome back to the U.S. What did we say? Fine leg inside the ring. Anything too straight was going to get there, and it did just on cue. Evades everything. When it's going your way, it is just going your way. He's missed off stump fractionally, and then it's the over so far. And that's how you ruin an over in a nutshell. Great commitment, but it won't result in saving any runs. You gift a full toss on the legs, and any batter is going to find 4 runs, especially. What a stroke. 4 runs bludgeoned down the ground to close over 47. Brilliant through 5 deliveries. And that is innovation and understanding of the field. Fine leg, 3rd man in the ring. Thank you very much. 4 runs, Milind Kumar. Milind Kumar, hello and welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fine. This, to me, feels like a 95-yard hit. Look where this lands.
1, 2, 3, and the 3rd one is even better. Well, we had 3. What's 4 to do? Milind Kumar 3 times you've gone full, you've gone straight, and he's just met you with bigger and better sixes. No, 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 you can't do it again. Of course he can. What can't Milind Kumar do? It won't be 6, but it will be 4. Beats the fielder. There's only one way Milind Kumar was going to get to a second international one-day 100, and it was with a boundary. This has come off just 60 deliveries. Well played. There aren't enough words in the English language to describe this innings from Milind Kumar, and you can see the appreciation from his teammates.
Milind Kumar setting the Broward County Cricket Stadium alight. 102 from 60, 11 fours and 5 sixes. 4 of those 5 coming in. I can't see them bowling a spinner at this stage.
Well, Smit Patel, he wants in on the act as well. Just for good measure, pick up another boundary. This one 4 from Smit, just swiveling. Smit Patel, it doesn't matter. He's played the very first delivery of the innings, and now he says, I've scored so much that I'm going to hit it to the scoreboard, and he not only scores 100, he scores 150 just one day after turning 32. Admiration and appreciation from all those in witness of history.
Oh my goodness. We've seen a number of 6s in this day. 9 of them in 5-yard boundary, several yards of concrete, and ends up 20 rows back in the stands. This is a monster hit. I would not even want to
themselves to be put in this position. They've had a good ODI record this calendar year, but they haven't helped themselves, and deliveries like that and missed fields like that haven't done them any good. Spargat Singh on the ring, who can't keep the powerful Milind Kumar from the boundary rope. And why not? Milind Kumar will take a single to close out a 50 overs of utter domination from the men in blue representing the Stars and Stripes. USA finished 50 overs, 361 for 3 in the sizzling Fort Lauderdale Sun.
Scorecard, 153 not out from Smit Patel, from 136 balls. Milind Kumar, 115 from 67 in an absolutely breathtaking.
Here's confirmation of the demolition that was ensued upon the Canadians. The least expensive bowler was Zad bin Zafar.
Immediately see just a touch of outswing to the left-hander. That ball to start.
Yeah, and Summer, a very young man in his own right, just 18 years of age.
Outside edge found. And look at that effort down on the boundary by Yasser Mohammed. Not able to get to it. Driven away, and it's going to be 4 more.
Well, Navdeep Dhaliwal, he loves to drive, and he's exceptional through the offside.
As opposed to one who almost wants to stick to the plan coming in at the expense of what's going on around you. As that's lofted into the deep. Couple of bounces. In fact, did it go all the way? It went all the way for 4. That is a good-looking strike.
He's almost reminiscent of Deepinder Singh Airi with the ball in hand.
Oh, it's chopped on. The captain goes. Nush Kenjige strikes in his 3rd over. Canada loses their first wicket. 23 for 1.
Turn or dip, but it's just consistently wheeling away. This time it's a straighter one. Just continues with the angle.
Oh, what happens here? Inside edge. Races away down the fine leg for 4. Fortuitous, but you'll take it.
It's a cruel game, this cricket.
Put away. This is an interesting cat and mouse game. Who is going to give first? Induces the big shot, but this time it goes for it. 2 bounces, 4 over extra cover.
Oh, nearly stopped. What a stroke that was from Pargat Singh. He's placed it to perfection. Handy overs for the American cause. Cry of catch. And over, just over. It was teasing, it was agonizingly close for a long time for Aaron Jones, but Sumida has done the job to get themselves close to this target. Well, there's step one. He's picked the gap, and he's picked it to perfection to find something, and that boundary ever so important. And that's going to run away for another 4. Bhargat Singh, that drinks break has done him a world of good. Wicket long on. Cry of catch. And what a catch it is! Mukamala, Saiteja Mukamala. That's exceptional on the boundary. We talked about how even keel he is. What about that? Nonchalant as you like, but it's the big wicket of Yuvraj Shamra.
Look at this replay. Tossed up a little bit and hit. I thought hit very cleanly, but remember these are 75-yard boundaries. Look at this. He is probably less than a foot inside the rope, leaps and comes down with that left foot inside the ropes. If you're not familiar with the rules, if he steps on or over the rope, that's not only not out.
Castled straight through Jesse Singh.
My goodness, a fast bowler. Look at this delivery. Looks like he plays inside the line. Yeah, just completely playing down the wrong line, missing a straight ball.
He's more than up to the task as a bowler, and I don't think it's that big of a punt to throw him the ball.
Lofted in the air. How far has this gone? All the way for 6. What a strike that is off of the bat of Bhargat Singh.
The hops on that occasion. But Bhargat Singh has played this to perfection, got the elevation just right. Look how high as they will play throughout the series.
Appeal and gone. Leslie Reefer says he should not have played it across the straight ball. That is bang in front of leg stump.
Like you said, it was straight. He didn't pick the length move, but that was the biggest key. A little bit of turn back onto the back. The wicket itself is held up.
And he's chopped on. Nash Kenjige taking another wicket, very similar to the first one that he did.
Nash Kenjige. Well, hello, Mansub Gill. Welcome to the party. Picked up, put away, and no fielder in play. 6 runs.
Make sure that you realize that I can do just this. Planting the front foot down the pitch and going big. Aaron, boy, that's such a tough question.
Well played. Mansub Gill, he showed off a couple of shots. Yes, they were loose, but runs are runs, and Canada has 4 more.
It has felt like from about maybe the 30 to 35 over mark, the Americans have been in the driver's seat the entirety of the side. Jesse Singh. Well, that's drilled down the ground. That is such a good looking shot for 4.
Stand and deliver cricket from Mansub Gill.
Let's call it a closer situation. They'd be called upon, or they'd be relied upon for some runs.
There's some runs as well for Mansub Gill. That'll trickle to the boundary rope.
He was a batting side. The not so good thing is that's too far down the leg side and put away for 4. What is not as good is that.
Struck nicely and in the gap. Mansub Gill climbs into the 40s. Work should be done. And we'll just have to watch it. Will the fielder sweep recover? Moore got it to drift in the air.
Well, this one he got just a little bit too straight, now worth 70. I really like his action. Straight down the throat of Long On. 1 delivery, 1 wicket. Where have you been all my life, Sanjay Krishnamurthy?
Right here. It's just the same ploy. Full straight hit me over the big boundary. He tested Parveen Kumar and gleefully accepted by the captain, Morning Patel, standard at Long On.
Goes for the big hit down the ground. Is it catchable? It is, and it is taken. Clean catch taken in the deep. Shine Jahangir. does himself and the city of Houston very proud.
Stat line bowled by Sanjay Krishnamurthy. Pushed it out just a touch wider. And actually a great deal of running from Jahangir. Took it low to the ground. As a wicketkeeper, never easy. But he's got accustomed to that when he's playing in USA colors.
Take 32 runs off of his over. My goodness. And what happened here? Did he knock him over? Oh, my goodness.
Right-hander. Take a look at this. It's the one that just moves away, just slightly.
Facing up to Sanjay Krishnamurthy. And there it is. Absolutely brilliant innings by this youngster, Mansab Gill, in his first ODI. 50 runs against his name. Just a shy raise of the bats. In the context of this game, it doesn't make a big difference, but how much confidence does this put? Oh, did he get through him? He did get through him. And that's not going to make Dylan Haliger feel any better. Oh, my goodness. That is wicket number 8.
Well, you score 34 runs off of it, 32 in 1 over, and then you get through bat and pad, just holding its line. And Haliger was undone by the...
Any one of these deliveries could be the last ball of the match. And he knocks him over. That is the last ball of the match. The Americans absolutely take victory in the most emphatic of circumstances. 170 runs is what separates these two. For the Canadians, they will not like reading this. Yuvraj Samra started out well, 41 from 50. Pargat Singh, 38 from 66. And Mansab Gill not out on debut, 54 from 69. Brilliant to score 4 runs and over, so that means that they fall very short. The bowlers all did well. The one who was most expensive was Jesse Singh, but he did take a wicket, and hopefully he's going to be fine. You saw him with Milind Kumar with a scintillating knock, 115 from 67. Monank Patel, 47 from 44. And the Canadians again, just with paltry resistance, ultimately falling short by 6.